Go PSU Sports, sitting down with head coach Mark Pavlik once again. And Pav, another successful weekend for you guys. 1 win in 1 game. What did you like about this weekend, and maybe what are some things that the team can improve on moving forward?
What we liked was after a 2-week layoff, we faced some challenges within that match. We came out, I thought that Cal Baptist played us pretty well the first game, and we responded. And then game 2, we took our game to another level. In game 3, Cal Bap responded to that, and we kind of came back down to earth a little bit, and we never let them really run away with it. And I think in the past, when that has happened, we've let teams kind of get away from us, and we battled with them through game 3 and then continued that battle through game 4. And I thought we just kind of played a fairly steady game after being off for about 2 weeks. And what we liked is I thought we took advantage of some transition opportunities, and the fact that now we finally got Nugent back, but we've lost Lee, and we're still juggling a little bit. And at this time of year, I think everybody has injuries that they've got to manage and figure out what to do with. And I thought for the most part our offense started to really gel, where they just couldn't load up on one hitter. And Mendy came through pretty well at the end of the match. I thought Nuge, when he was fresh, came through as you would expect him to do, and I thought Aiden was real steady, and both Gear and Callaway had very good outings.
And I was going to ask you about Chris Nugent after not playing for a while. How do you think he fared in his first match back?
It was heartening. I think he's still, I think anytime an athlete comes back from any injury, no matter if they're pronounced as fit as they can be, there's always that doubt that you've got to push and test a little bit, and you're not quite sure. And there's also the being ready for in-game situations and getting your conditioning back to where it needs to be. I think Chris had all of that happen, and I thought he did fairly well.
And now you guys start another busy stretch of your schedule, where I believe it's 5 games in about 7 days. With some of the injuries that have happened, some of the sicknesses that you said the team has had, how important is it for you guys to stay composed and try to stay healthy throughout this next stretch?
Yeah, as much as you can control the health issues, personal hygiene, washing your hands. I know I sound like my mom, but that's a lot of what this is about. The things that you can control. You can't control coming down on somebody's foot who's also on the center line. You can't control the ball that bings off of somebody's arm and up into your face, and possible concussion type stuff. But I think that we're as aware as anybody can be with all the injuries that we have faced this year, that it can happen. And the best thing we can do is, as a team, prepare for the next guy to step up and continue the level that we need to have from that particular position.
And I know you guys have these 3 out-of-conference matches against Lewis, Loyola, and then Ohio State, but then you move back into the second half of EIVA play, and as important as the 3 matches maybe are as a measuring stick for you guys, how hard is it to not kind of overlook those in a sense and get ready to get back into conference play?
I don't think it's hard at all, because I think they're 3 matches that are fun to play. You're going against Lewis, who has put together a pretty good stretch here, and they're pretty physical. I think they match up against us well. We match up against them well. Loyola, at Loyola, is always a fun place to play, because the game environment will be loud and noisy there. And of course, having Ohio State come into our gym, the defending national champions, and up until about a week ago, where they had their first loss in 40-some matches. They're currently number 2 in the country, but they are really good. And to get the challenge to play them on our home court and see what we can do at this time of year, I think that's what you play for. I really am looking forward to these next 3 matches.
And last question for you, have you paid any attention to the madness that is March so far, this NCAA tournament?
Me, no. I've paid attention to the Big Ten hockey, and what Coach Godowski and his guys were doing, and certainly Saturday's match, the matchup with the Badgers in the Big Ten championship on the same day that Coach Sanderson and his guys pulled an unbelievable effort to win the NCAA championship for the 131st time in a row, it seems. You know, it's just been a great weekend to follow Penn State wrestling and hockey, and with Coquise and her team and the WNIT and winning their first round. The madness is not too far removed from 16802.
Well, Coach, let's hope you can continue the winning ways for Penn State on the road, and good luck this weekend.
Or at least the madness, one of the two.
Thanks.